The Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network is proud to present Old Dominion Athletic Conference Lacrosse from Schellenberger Field on the campus of the University of Lynchburg. It's the Shenandoah Hornets in town taking on the Lynchburg Hornets, the old Hornets on Hornets matchup. Hello, lacrosse fans. My name is Kyle Haney, subbing in, tag team partner of Sam Graham. We've got a great game for you tonight. We're excited to be here at Shelley. Shenandoah 9-6, 5-2 in the ODAC in town. They've won 3 out of their last 4. They will be taking on the home team today. The Lynchburg Hornets are 10-5. They've won 7 of their last 8. It was a Hornet team that had maybe somewhat of a slow start, perhaps in some folks' opinion. Competition level, a big part of that slow start. Lynchburg has really gotten it going here this second half of the season. You see the 7-1 record in ODAC play. The one lone blemish was to Washington and Lee, and that's the one lone blemish in that 1-7 of their last 8 stat that I gave you about Lynchburg men's lacrosse. They lost 10-9 to Washington and Lee. That was back on Saturday, April the 6th. But we're here on the final Wednesday in April. That means tournament time is right around the corner. It's the final conference game for Lynchburg. Shenandoah will have one more against Avert this Saturday. But, yeah, everything is shaping up. Everything is heading towards another big postseason for Lynchburg. That will be the goal, to make a long playoff run for Coach Steve Kudelka and his squad. We will discuss that some. We've got some outstanding individual talents to discuss in this game. We are about to get underway. National anthem, and then the starting lineup's coming up in just a second. So we'll meet you for the face-off in about 5 minutes. You'll see all the action live right here on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network.
I wanted to be a physical therapist probably starting about halfway through college. I love the concept that exercise is medicine. You know, we're starting to discover that exercise really can remedy many of the things that we thought that only surgery or only drugs could remedy in the past. When the student comes here, it's because we believe in them, it's because we want them here, it's because we believe they'll be successful. The faculty here are devoted to their development, not only academically but also professionally. We're not so inundated with things that we don't have time to make students one of our highest priorities. We have your back. We're gonna help you through that. If you're willing to work, then we're willing to put the work into it and the effort to help you succeed.
Celebrate the soggy shoes and the slow starts. Celebrate the lessons learned along the way. These are the wins. Not the shiny, nail-biting kind. These are the last a lifetime kind.
I was really attracted to Lynchburg primarily because my dad went here. He is an alum, so I kind of had that close tie of being interested in this school, and the school had what I wanted to study. I knew I wanted to help people in the area of health and wellness, so the health promotion program was definitely a program that drew me in, and from day one I've been in love with it, and I wouldn't have chosen any different. I have never had better professors or teachers in my life, and I think here at the University of Lynchburg, the professors definitely care about their students, especially in the health promotion department. These professors want you to be educated, want you to have the experience, and just want you to feel confident going into your career path following your collegiate education. You just feel like you're cared for here and that you matter, and that no matter what, at the end of the day, you're going to be successful, and the people here really want to be here, and everyone has a purpose, and it's just a great environment to be in.
being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
My name is Davion Washington Jr. I have the honor of serving as the student body president. I have 5 little siblings. I'm the oldest of 6 siblings, and they look up to me. I'm setting the tone. I get to develop myself, make myself a better individual, but also I'm helping future generations, not even my family, but just future generations in general. I found my passion here. I found, the love for what I want to do. I've just really had an amazing time here. It's changed, my outlook on life. You don't have to be famous to change lives. You don't have to be on the big screen or whatever. I change lives now, and I hope to continue to do that. Just the same way that the University of Lynchburg has changed my life for the better.
All right, my name is Joshua Carr. I am a senior. I am a theater major as well as a history minor. I love the arts. I love acting. I love entertaining. I live in 5th Street, the historic black neighborhood. The money came in, transfer, scholarship, all that. I appreciate that greatly. I pay my own tuition. I ain't got no help. I pay everything myself. I mean, I'm smart too. So they gave it like, you smart, here. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate that though. You come here to do a job. I came here to do a job. A student's job is to get that degree and make something of ourselves. We got everything for you. We got you a 24-hour library. You got these sorority fraternities. We got the shoot for you. Is you gonna put it on? That's how University of Lynchburg is. Success is in the details. You know what I'm saying?
Here we go, lacrosse fans. We are just about set for action between the Shenandoah Hornets and the Lynchburg Hornets. Kyle Haney under the headset, behind the microphone, and in the press box here at Shellenberger Field. Lynchburg 10-5. They've won 7 of their last 8. Shenandoah 9-6. Shenandoah will feature Logan Klingerman. He is first in conference in shots per game, 3rd in the ODAC in goals per game. Lynchburg fans will know about the home team Hornets' great scoring options. Lynchburg has 5 on the squad with over 20 goals this season. 6 players have more than 10 scores, and Lynchburg really with that well-rounded attack, they can get so many guys involved, and the defense is super solid as well. It'll be Tyler Hadley, T-Had, in the pipes again today. He is the reigning ODAC Defensive Player of the Week. 2 in a row of those for Tyler Hadley, and he's got 8 in his career. Guys in front of him are pretty darn good, too. Talking about names like Dom Zingo, Henry Merendon, and you've got so much talent out there. Darren Palma's another one that we will see feature heavily on the defensive side. There's your pregame instructions from our officials. Lynchburg in the white-on-white, white tops, white shorts with the black helmets today. Shenandoah, the blue on blue. And, yes, a reminder, it is Hornets versus Hornets. So you can't really even use the nickname. Sometimes we'll call Shenandoah the Hornets from Winchester, Virginia, which is accurate. Maybe Lynchburg can be the Lakeside Drive Lax squad or something like that, but here we go. We're down in the face-off circle. It looks like a win for Shenandoah. Hornets from Winchester will work right to left in this first period. Overcast skies here in Central Virginia. It's a great night to play. We're just under 70, low humidity, not much wind out there. We do have a nice crowd on hand for this one, and we're glad we are watching, or you are watching, wherever you're at here this Wednesday night, final one of April. That means playoff time right around the corner. Lynchburg does have one non-conference game left. That'll be Saturday, senior day here at 2 p.m. face-off for that one, and we'll talk more about it as this night goes on. Shenandoah working in the offensive zone. They'll go to X, try to set something up behind the net here. Long poles whacking away for Lynchburg. Good sturdy defense. No shot attempt just yet. That was number 9, Tyler Held, trying to make a dodge, and now Shenandoah has lost it. Turnover. Lynchburg heading the other direction on the move with speed. Fast break opportunity maybe. Jake Rust will settle things down. Liam Holman over there, actually. Liam Holman, no, Spencer Vandenberg, excuse me, had it there. Now it'll go to the middle for Riley Mitchell. Mitchell with speed, trying to get downhill. Took a look, now he'll retreat, feed it backwards as number 55, Dylan Wolf, comes into the mix. One of those premier goal-scoring options. Here's Jake Rust off the sideline and in play. Back to Riley Mitchell, who will set something up from the high right point. Works off the screen, now feeds behind the net to X. Wraparound chance coming maybe. Shenandoah ready for that. Lynchburg again in the home whites. There's Dylan Wolf working around, looking to pull here. Angles in. Instead, it's a pass behind the net. Shot clock down to 30. Plenty of time here. Nearly got dislodged. Watch out for Jake Rust. He'll turn the corner. Sidewinder shot. Looked like it may have hit the body of the goalie, but collected relatively easy after that by Mark Isabel. He is a 5'11 senior from Richmond and one of the better in the conference when you look at the goal against average and some of those other stats. Another giveaway here for Shenandoah. Took Lynchburg a second to collect, but now they head the other direction. Down the left sideline. Pop passing, good man movement. Speaking of passing, what an effort in front by Riley Mitchell, but a better save from Isabel. Knocked that one down. Lynchburg keeps the possession. Point-blank range right there to deny Riley Mitchell. Pretty impressive. Dylan Wolf tries to dodge around the defender. That was Sam Poster that got in front, tried to wall off, and Dylan Wolf offloads to a teammate. Spin move over there and a rifle shot. Another save, deflection. Ball free. Lynchburg has it working behind the net. Watch out, Dylan Wolf. Top left corner. He got it. Lynchburg had some nice looks. Good goaltending, but finally the Tendy was beaten by Dylan Wolf. The Wolf of Lakeside strikes early. Fifth-year man's got goal number 1, and Lynchburg leading 1-0 just a few minutes into the first period. Great start for Lynchburg. Got a couple shots on goal, pressured the goaltender. Mark Isabel made some good saves, but you just keep getting those options. You keep getting those opportunities. Pressure that goaltender, and eventually you're going to get something through. And it's not always quality. Sometimes quantity is a factor in that. Lynchburg, offensively, they usually get both. And now Lynchburg's going to have another chance here on offense. New options in for Lynchburg, including Liam Holman right here. Holman faced a double, passed out of it, may get it back. Now Lynchburg's on the right side. Oh, they've thrown it away. Looking for Finn Schmidt, but the pass was slightly off target. And I said it was an overcast day, but now the sun has popped out. I don't know that the sunshine bothered Finn Schmidt or not, but you can see on your screen there that sun just over the buildings there, creating some long shadows on our players. Here's the goalie, Mark Isabel, out from the net a bit, passing across the field to Aaron Combs. Now Shenandoah working to get in the offensive zone. This is Brian Berryhill. Changes from both teams. Instructions shouted from the goal, or from the sideline, rather. And the sun makes it tough to even see what's going on that far side of the field where Shenandoah has the ball in possession. Got past goal line, extended right. Now it's in the high right point. Ripper came off the stick. Looked like Hadley saw that. It went wide left of goal. 11 minutes left to play in this first period. Shenandoah retains the possession. Shot clock down to 30. There's Jet Hayes in the middle. Had it briefly. Hayes giving ground, retreating. Long pass that was off target. He was looking for Matt Daniel. Couldn't find him, and it's a turnover. Lynchburg ball. We have not called Logan Klingerman's name just yet. Number 7 is actually near the Lynchburg bench area at the moment on the field. He'll get activated soon enough for Shenandoah. He is the conference leader in shots per game. Number 7, Logan Klingerman, is actually going to walk off the sideline. Substitutes on for both teams. Lynchburg setting up an offensive possession. Riley Mitchell skipping towards the far left sideline, looking around. Lynchburg will set up the other offensive players down near goal line extended. That's where it goes. Now behind the net. Look like Vandenberg up to Dylan Wolf. Wolf going to refuse a screen, running the other direction. That was Finn Schmidt. Now Jake Russ. Snap passing again from Lynchburg. On target. Short windows. Good body-to-body contact. Look at this pass in front. An outstanding save. Isabel right there reading that nicely. I mean, Finn Schmidt right to the doorstep. But Isabel slammed it shut, put the deadbolt on it that time to preserve the score line at 1-0 Lynchburg at the moment. Oh, Isabel's been tough. 5'11", 180 senior from Richmond. He seems to play bigger than that. Another guy like Tyler Hadley in goal for Lynchburg. Isabel seems to really track it well, understands the entire chessboard, and those pieces are in constant motion as well. You don't get a chance to just study the position. Maybe a giveaway coming here. Riley Mitchell's going to try to run it down after an errant pass from Jake Rust. Scramble for it. Turned into a soccer game briefly. We had it look like about 5 players from each squad in the circle there. Tight radius as they were going for that free ball. And now it's Shenandoah. Best chance of the game. A little up and under spin move by number 9, Tyler Held. But it was Tyler Hadley on the save for Lynchburg. Good exchange there, though. I think if you're Shenandoah, you got to feel okay about that. Force a turnover. Jake Russ trying to fire over the shoulder. That missed just wide left. Lynchburg will reset the offense here. 8:49 remaining in period number 1. Still a full 60 on the shot clock for Lynchburg as they hustle new personnel on. Cole Operandi comes in there. So does Grant Voigt. Grant Voigt's got the ball right now, just left of center. Now working to his right. Short pass to Liam Holman. Holman looking around. No gaps there. He'll retreat slightly, maybe setting up a dodge. Oh, yeah, nice little stick fake there. Passing to the left, and a bullet in there from Grant Voigt. Good passing. Nice setup on that. Patient. Liam Holman hopping around. Drew some attention from the defense. Grant Voigt had too much room out there, and he did not miss. Lynchburg leading 2-0. First quarter is the highest scoring quarter this season for Lynchburg. Their lowest is the fourth quarter, and they can't read too much into that because a lot of times when you have a lead, when you're winning games, the foot comes off the accelerator slightly in the fourth quarter. Of course, Steve Kadelka's going to tell you all his teams play hard, and they do, but maybe you're using different personnel, just a lot of different factors there in the fourth quarter. So I don't know that you read too much into that. But the fact that Lynchburg, their highest scoring period is the first, I think that means they've got a commitment to really coming out with fast starts. Lynchburg this season outscores opponents in the first quarter 66-20. I mean, that doesn't happen by accident. That's by design right there. That is attention to detail. That is focus on the early parts of the game. Yes, the other 3 quarters matter. Any goal that you score in any quarter counts the same. It counts 1. But Coach Steve Kadelka's teams, they get after you early. They are sharp early. And that's been a big point of emphasis. Lynchburg again trying to make it a 3-0 lead, and they will. Low shot that time. It looked like it was number 42, Cam Ash, I believe. Maybe we get a second look at this. Cam Ash looked like he got a good shot off, went low angle here. Yeah, let's watch it again. One bounce up in, and it beats the 10D again. It was number 42, Cam Ash. Just the 4th goal of the season. This is game 14 he has played in. Nice contribution there. Cam Ash on the board. Lynchburg leads 3-0. And really, they've for the most part dominated things early here. Lynchburg. Shenandoah has had some decent looks. And right now, Lynchburg getting the better of it. Lynchburg wins another face-off. And now the home team from Lakeside Drive can really start to pile on here. We haven't even seen guys like Riley Mitchell and Jake Rust really get activated. Rust had it briefly. Now it's Dylan Wolf. Wolf running down the right seam. Back to the middle. Big one uncorked from Finn Schmidt, but a save from Mark Isabel. Isabel's been solid. Been beaten 3 times. But overall, I think he's been pretty good. I think he's been a bright spot. If you're Shenandoah, maybe you're looking for a bit more from the rest of the defense. I think you're always looking for a bit more. Visitors in the road blue with another opportunity here, possibly to get on the scoreboard. Lynchburg won this game last year, 18-17. Lynchburg got up in that one 6-0. It was 15-2 at one point, basically over at that stage. Shenandoah was 9-10 last year. But a decent season so far at 9-6 for Shenandoah. They'll have high hopes. Tyler Hadley grabs another one. Sprint up the right sideline from Dom Zingo. A nice little sojourn there before offloading. Ian McCarthy now in the game. And Lynchburg will set up another one. Looking to build on this 3-0 lead. Screen up top. Grant Voigt comes back in to get the ball. Voigt has scored. Voigt taking some time. Had a pick play. Refused, went the other direction. Now Lynchburg behind the net. Here's number 24, Riley Hastings. Haven't really said Riley Hastings' name just yet. It is a balanced attack from Lynchburg. They can hit you from multiple angles. Personnel is so good and so deep. Spin dodge there from Liam Holman, who's looking good early. Grant Voigt lost the ball. Nice takeaway. Sturdy defense from Jonathan Hammond. 6'1", 200-pounder for Shenandoah. Jarred that one free. Looked like a fast break attempt there for Shenandoah, but they slowed things down. Tapping the brakes was Austin Sidner. He still has it in the deep right corner. Just getting stalked by Liam Holman, who moved closer and closer. Now it's Sidner that will initiate an attack. Up to the top here. Fast ball movement. Josh Boonshaft. Now, Boonshaft will look around and send it to center. This is number 19, Brian Berryhill. Berryhill moving right. No real pace or menace to that attack. Shenandoah content to take some time and let this one build up slow. Getting the personnel set. Now Jet Hayes will try to get downhill. Passes behind the goal. Over to the right side of the field. This is good ball movement from Shenandoah. They got a decent shot off, but guess who? Tyler Hadley with the big basket, snatched another one out of the sky. Lynchburg leads 3-0. Tyler Hadley, unbeaten so far. Now he's working his way down the middle of the field. Don't forget, Tyler Hadley, 2 career goals. You can't leave him alone. Yeah, he's got that look, doesn't he? Tyler Hadley in on the offense. Now he'll send it to the left sideline and retreat. Always love to see Tyler Hadley roaming around, though, and he is dangerous. You cannot forget about him. A memorable goal in the ODAC tournament last year against Roanoke, I believe it was, and then 1 goal this season for Tyler Hadley. Here we go. Back to the attackers, and that was efficient. That did not take long for the Wolf of Lakeside. 2 big bites from the jaws there. Dylan Wolf has scored the second one, becomes the first Lynchburg player with multiple, and now the home team leads 4-0. Yeah, Wolf, left-handed ripper. Can't let him get that close. It's never easy in this game of lacrosse. But these guys like Dylan Wolf, they can make it look easy, can't they? 2 for Dylan Wolf. 31 on the season now. Jake Rust, team leader at 34. Dylan Wolf not far behind. 31 goals on the season. He's got 6 hat tricks this year. He'll be looking for number 7 early on in this one. We've still got 3:30 left in the first quarter. Dylan Wolf has a chance to do something really good. This is number 43, Kyler Mahoney. Excellent stuff there to get a possession for Lynchburg. on top 4-0. Grant Voigt through some defenders. Look out. Big-time blast from number 24, Riley Hastings. The assist from Grant Voigt. Voigt with a good sprint here. Watch this. Yeah, draw some attention. You leave Jake Rust alone, you pay the price. 5-0, Lynchburg on top. Jake Rust now. Trust in Rust. He's got 35 goals on the season. 10 assists in there as well. For Grant Voigt, let's see. First assist of the season for Grant Voigt? Could that be? Got to double check that stat. It's possible. Good job by Grant Voigt. Attempt at a Fogo, a face-off goal. It was denied. Nice effort there in the middle by number 19, Riley Frankel. We're seeing Riley Frankel take more face-offs. He has been good in the circle, on the draw, and he let one fly there. Good save again by Mark Isabel. Isabel's been under heavy duress. He's made some great saves. He has been unable to save 5 of them, though. Lynchburg leading 5-0. Dylan Wolf with 2. 4 goal scorers total for Lynchburg. This one hits the back screen. Lynchburg will grab another ball and restart with a full 60 on the shot clock. Good crowd here at Schellenberger. It's a nice evening to watch some sports. We had a thrilling finish to a baseball game on Fox Field, a walk-off win for Lynchburg down there. And the fans here at Schellenberg are hoping for a thrilling game. A blowout would be nice from a Lynchburg perspective. If you're Shenandoah, you're hoping the team from Winchester can get back in this one. My goodness, that was a bazooka. Riley Hastings loading up from kind of a low waist-high shot. He lets this rip. It hits the top of the bar and then goes straight in there. That may have actually got a piece. Isabel may have got a piece of that, but just far too much velocity on it for Riley Hastings. He's got 2. Lynchburg is rolling early, 6-0. They beat Shenandoah last year on the road in Winchester, got up 6-0 in that one. It was a 15-2 start for Lynchburg in that game. If you're Shenandoah, it feels like a bad dream because that's happening again. Michael Kraus, face-off win in the zone, pass slightly off target to Riley Hastings, but Lynchburg will maintain control. Looks like Kraus is staying over there on the right sideline. That's fun. A lot of times he's win it and get off, but Kraus is staying on here. Oh, yeah, now he's going to sprint off. Just a little deke there to hold a Shenandoah defender. Fun stuff, though. Now Jake Russ catches on the move, sends it backwards. Lynchburg will set up the offense again. Overlap, Dylan Wolf. Snap pass out of his hands quickly. Another nice save from Isabel and skips out of play. Lynchburg will hold on and restart things. Finn Schmidt. Right side of the goal. He'll work more to center. Screen there. Schmidt still has it. Looking around. Backpedaling. 30 on the shot clock. Good defense from number 43, Dylan Pensick. Put the head down, kind of put the mask into Finn Schmidt there. Physical. Oh, and there's another one in. This is Riley Mitchell. Not the big blast, but a sharpshooter. And he twinkles the twine again. One more for Riley Mitchell, one more for Lynchburg. They lead 7-0. Riley Mitchell just 1 hat trick this season. He's played in 11, 4 starts. He's a 2-time All-ODAC first-teamer, first-team All-American last year. Riley Mitchell came into the game 111 goals, 63 assists. How about the big scorer for Shenandoah, Logan Klingerman? He's barely touched it in this game. Lynchburg's just dominating. Sometimes best defense is a good offense. That's what Lynchburg has done. They've just had the ball the entire time. Check the stats here at the end of the first quarter, which has just 48 seconds left in it. Shenandoah's got a couple on goal. I mean, Tyler Hadley's got a couple nice saves, so obviously they've had a few chances, but for the most part, this has been all Lynchburg. Here's an opportunity for Shenandoah. Lost the ball. How about that? Henry Merendon. Can opener stuff to get that one free. Couldn't quite get the cause turnover. Ground ball. But Merendon making life really difficult for Shenandoah. Dom Zingo back there. That back line for Lynchburg. probably still does not get the respect they deserve. Steve Ulrich's back there as well. Ulrich's is right in front of the net right now, right in front of Tyler Hadley. Here's number 14, Sam Poster. Poster making a move, double came, back pedal, retreat. Now it's to the top in the middle for Austin Sidnor. Sidnor will run left, lowering the left shoulder. Physical defense there. Oh, look at this. Look at this. That's sturdy. Sidnor got around. Shot was wide. Hadley saw that one. Klingerman will pick it up. See if he can get something going. Just 5 seconds, though. Klingerman high pass. That was sort of in desperation, and that's how the first quarter will end. A great one for Lynchburg. They put up a 7 spot in frame number 1. They continue dominating the first quarter this year. So far this season now with that, Lynchburg has outscored opponents 73-20 in quarter number 1. We'll take a breather, get you some more numbers here, and bring it back for period 2 next. Lynchburg on top of Shenandoah. You're watching it on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network. Lynchburg leading 7-0 after quarter number 1. Here's a look at a few of the home team Hornet goals. Dylan Wolf, accuracy, top left corner. Wolf has 2. Hastings has 2. Cam Ash has scored 1. Grant Voigt with 1. Riley Mitchell with 1. Lynchburg, 7 goals on 16 shots, 5 assists for Lynchburg. Shenandoah has 4 shots in this game. Lynchburg dominating the ground ball stat. 11 ground balls to 6 for Shenandoah. Mark Isabel has 5 saves for the visitors. Tyler Hadley, 2 saves for Lynchburg. Lynchburg 6 for 6 on clears. Shenandoah just 4 of 6 there. And Lynchburg winning the face-off battle so far. Lynchburg has 6 to Shenandoah's 3. Shenandoah's turned it over 8 times, and that did not take long. Lynchburg scores again. It is an 8-0 home team advantage. The boys from Lakeside Drive are getting it done. Watch Jake Rust. Starts left, spins back to his right, low angle shot, thigh high. That's got the rest of the team pumped. Riley Mitchell was his biggest fan right there. Jake Rust has got 2. Trusty Rusty at it again. Jake Rust will be looking for another hat trick. Jake Rust has got a couple 6-packs this year. A couple 6-goal games for Jake Rust. Jake Rust has multiple goals now in 10 games this season. And he scored in... it's like 12 of 16. I think it's 13 of 16, actually, for Jake Rust. 36 times he's found the back of the net. And Lynchburg wins another face-off. I mean, lacrosse, so much momentum-based because you can score and get that face-off right back. You can just keep going. It's not like some other sports, not like basketball, where you score and the other team gets a chance. And Lynchburg really has got Shenandoah back on the heels right now. There's a good shot in front. Karams away for Lynchburg. That was Liam Holman. Got a nice look. Let's see if Shenandoah can build some momentum, or at least stall out some of Lynchburg's. Get them in neutral at least. Long run here by Aaron Coombs. Long stick mid, he was working his way around, but he lost the ball. Another turnover for Shenandoah. When it rains, it pours, really, and you feel that right now for Shenandoah. Maybe they're just one big play away from getting some momentum, but at this moment, Lynchburg still has it. Long, accurate pass from Tyler Hadley, the goalie, in the middle to that right sideline. Grant Voigt with it now. It goes down the right sideline. Now over to the left. Cole Apparendi in there. Lynchburg had Spencer Vandenberg. Boy, we haven't called Spencer Vandenberg's name much. He's the reigning ODAC Offensive Player of the Week. Vandenberg had it again before passing to X. Lynchburg looking around. Voigt dodging. Good job. Looking for Vandenberg again. He has it. Long pass behind the net. Vandenberg's available. Left goal line extended. Instead, it's a wraparound. Just a bully ball kind of a goal right there from Liam Holman. This is impressive. 9-0 Lynchburg. I mean, they are pouring it on right now. It's become gasoline on the fire right now for Lynchburg. As Liam Holman with a great wraparound. And back to the multitude of offensive weapons for Lynchburg's. The options that Lynchburg has offensively. For Shenandoah, you can't cover everything. So Liam Holman comes from X. Just kind of sticks his nose right in the dirt there. And point-blank Ranger beats the goalie. 9. Lynchburg will win another one. Mikey Kraus doing what he does best. I mean, it's all Lynchburg right now. I hope I'm not overstating that. If you're a Shenandoah fan, feel free to disagree. It's a great thing about our game. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. But the scoreboard and everything on the field right now indicates this is Lynchburg's game. 9-0. Game might not be exactly out of reach right now, but it's getting close. Shenandoah needs something. Like I said, maybe they're just one big play away. Here we go. Here's a turnover. Shenandoah's got it at the moment. May have a penalty here. Sun making it hard to see who that was on the turnover for Shenandoah. We need to give that defender some really good credit. Slip down the far sideline there in front of the Lynchburg cheering section. They seem to enjoy some of that. But it's Shenandoah in the offensive zone now, taking their time. This is number 11, Josh Boonshaft. Boonshaft will send it right of center to Brian Berryhill. Berryhill finds Jed Hayes, who made himself available off the sideline. Jed Hayes with some speed and a shot. Bothered Tyler Hadley. I believe he deflected that away. Changes coming for both squads. Luke Meadows hustling on for Lynchburg. Darren Palma back in on the defensive side. As the home team will get that defensive structure set up. It's been concrete today. It's been rock solid so far. Tyler Hadley's had to make a couple saves. And so it was a penalty there, delayed penalty. It's a man-up opportunity here for Shenandoah, our first of the game for either team. And Shenandoah trails 9-0, 11:24 left to play in half number 1. Lynchburg continues the trend of dominating the first quarter. You've missed the stat. Lynchburg has outscored opponents in period 1 this year, now 73-20. That is incredible. That is, again, not by accident. That's by design. And maybe I'm overstating that because every team wants to come out to a fast start. I mean, every coach in the country, probably in every sport, has said, hey, guys or girls, we have to start fast. Lynchburg, they're committing to it and making it happen. Man-up opportunity here for Shenandoah. Lynchburg working hard to kill off the penalty. So far, so good. Shenandoah patient. Down to 15 in the shot clock. Wraparound attempt. Snared out of the sky by Tyler Hadley. Another one he saw the whole way. I don't want to say it was predictable, but Tyler Hadley, when he makes these saves, he makes you look predictable. If anything, he's predicting it. He's so good at the anticipation. And then the eye work, the stick work, footwork as well for Tyler Hadley. Don't forget that. He's a big guy, too. Hadley, 6'2", 205, Summit, New Jersey. Fun player to watch. In his 5th season for Lynchburg, we'll be sad to see him go. Enjoy the show while you can. Tyler Hadley, back-to-back conference Defensive Player of the Week awards. There's Jake Rust with a fake. Now he'll give it up. Riley Hastings in there. Hastings has it back, left side. Feints over the right shoulder, now sprints to the left bar of the goal. Gives it up around the cage, behind. Looking around. It goes back to Riley Hastings. It was Dylan Wolf that had it behind the net. Now Hastings try to wrap around. That got shut off. Good job to close the gap there. Again, I think the goalie Isabel for Shenandoah has been solid. He's just been under so much pressure. This offense for Lynchburg is just that good. They average 14.6 goals per game, Lynchburg. Slightly higher than that in this run of the last 8 where they've won 7 out of 8. It's 16.5 goals per game, basically, for Lynchburg. Shenandoah possession. And that was number 11, Josh Boonshaft. If you're Shenandoah, you have to find a way to get number 7, Logan Klingerman, involved. I know he's been circled on the scouting report for Lynchburg. I know they're doing their best to take him away, so let's give Lynchburg's defense some credit for that. But Klingerman leads the conference in shots per game. He's got to get some touches. And maybe they aren't 100% clean looks. Maybe Lynchburg does key on him and try to take him away. Pick your poison kind of a situation. Oh, there's the first goal from Shenandoah. Tyler Held working with a stick into the body, shot it over the defender, and beat Tyler Hadley. Low right side of the cage right there. Watch it again. Tyler Held. Yeah, very nice. Using the momentum right there. Shot it over number 8, Henry Merendon. Merendon won't like that, but it's a good goal. Shenandoah is on the board. Shutout over for Tyler Hadley. 66 career games now for Hadley. Goal against averages under 10 at 9.68. Good scrap in the middle there. This battle's still not over. Kraus on the ground. Everybody giving their all out there. Good stuff right there in the face-off. It's a win for Shenandoah. So here you go. Maybe a chance to build some momentum here for Shenandoah. For the visitors, you're just looking for something. You're looking for anything at this point. And that goal from Tyler Held is a start. It's a grad student from nearby Franklin County, Virginia. Franklin County High School, not too far here from campus on the University of Lynchburg. Another chance for Shenandoah. Got less than 8 to play in the first half. This is number 33, Jet Hayes. Hayes has got some space, opted not to shoot. Behind the net instead. Nice attack, but then retreat. There's Klingerman. Now it's number 19, Brian Berryhill. Back to Hayes. Here's number 11, Josh Boonshaft. Boonshaft looking for Klingerman. No, instead it goes the other direction. Off-target pass, still free. Field hockey whack back in the direction that Shenandoah wanted. There's another off-target pass, though. This ball is a little loose here. We're going to get another scrap right at midfield for that one. That's a turnover. Lynchburg ball, as Riley Hastings will scoop up after the reset. Just a possession that was not sharp enough for Shenandoah. Started well, but broke down. They managed to recapture, but in the end, they give it up. And Lynchburg with another chance to get it back to a 9-goal advantage. Right now it's 9-1. Grant Voigt, he'll work to the middle, full speed. Snap pass back. They get it back to Voigt. Plenty of space out there. He'll hop in. Voigt screens. Number 27, Finn Schmidt. Schmidt looking around, leans in, used the shoulder. Blistering shot that was partially blocked away. Spencer Vandenberg. Vandenberg, I think it might have been his first shot. Vandenberg's going to try to go get the ball back before it gets to midfield. Now he'll retreat. That was Josh Boonshaft on the run. Boonshaft still with it. Ball's free now. Whacking away, Lynchburg. Caused turnover and a ground ball. It's Liam Holman. Out of the frying pan into the fire, still with it. Passes, Finn Schmidt looking around. Vandenberg with it. Short pass right in front, and that was surgical from Riley Hastings. Let's give Vandenberg his share of credit for the assist. And look where Hastings gets this ball. You can't give him that much room. He's going to finish that over 90% of the time. He'll tell you should finish it 100%. Another one past Mark Isabel. That time there was not much Tendy could do for Shenandoah. Great setup there, and it comes off the turnover. Lynchburg. I said early on for Lynchburg that the offense was their best defense. They just didn't let Shenandoah have the ball. Face-off win for Riley Frankel. But now Lynchburg actually did have some defense leading to offense. They turned Shenandoah over and score shortly after, and the lead is back to 9, 10-1, Lynchburg on top. Looking for more after a face-off win. Cam Ash will run down past goal line extended left. Now fakes the sprint in, guarded tightly by Ryan Faircorn. Out to the perimeter. Chance here for Lynchburg. That was number 36, Brody Mason. Mason will get it back. Around the horn it goes, right side. Still battling the setting sun here as a broadcaster. Lynchburg ball. Mason, another good snap pass on target to the middle. It's Colby Haug in the middle there. Good job to deal the cards. Slip, footwork, nice defense from Shenandoah. Battle for this ball. Who's going to win this one? Shenandoah does. Visitors. Goalie Mark Isabel makes himself available. Good effort there from Shenandoah. Shenandoah in the road, blue on blue. The blue helmet, red and white trim. Lynchburg is in the home whites. The black helmet, playing in front of a good crowd. Second to last home game of the regular season for Lynchburg. Probably going to get something in the ODAC tournament. And you can stay up to date with all the particulars and what have yous at lynchburgsports.com. Sign up for those email updates. And if you do the social media thing, make sure you're checking out all the Hornets sports options. They're so good. So much content being pumped out by the LHSN team. Fairly patient possession for Shenandoah. Shot clock's down to 25. No real emphasis on scoring just yet. That was, I don't know if it was a pass or a shot, but Austin Sidnor got in there tight. Now the ball's on the far left sideline. Clock down to 15. Shenandoah will reset. Clark Harity, first time we've called that name. And his pass is knocked away. How about this? Turnover from Henry Merendon. Merendon might look to score here. Long pole had a chance, and his pass was slightly off target. Lynchburg tried to save it in, but they'll give it back. Like the thought process from Merendon. After all, he earned it. Got the long stick out to knock a ball out of the air, then scoops up the ground ball. And in the end, his pass is just slightly off target. High pressure here in the Lynchburg offensive squad. That was Charlie Evans that nearly got that one free. In the end, it will be a Lynchburg possession. Back to Evans. He wants to shoot. He wants to score. Charlie Evans joins the goal-scoring party here at Schellenberger. Lynchburg with another one. Watch Evans. Turns. Didn't even really need to move the feet. It's a nice pass to an area where he could just load up and just crank right there. And that was excellent. And now we'll look at the numbers here and tell you it's goal number 9 of the season for Charlie Evans. Charlie Evans, 9 goals, 4 or 5 assists in there for Charlie Evans. 6'1" junior from Severna Park, Maryland. Another Lynchburg possession. On top, 11-1. 10-goal lead. This is actually their biggest of the game. See how much fight Shenandoah has left here. 2:30 left to play in the first half. Lynchburg will be looking for at least one more before halftime, at least. Riley Mitchell with the setup. Skipping around, overlap to Wolf. Now it's Jake Rust. High velocity, high action. Trust in Rust. He scores again. It's another hat trick for Jake Rust. My goodness. Jake Rust, I think he's up to 126 in the career now for Jake Rust. So good right there from number 10, Jake Rust. The man from Windham, New Hampshire, has scored again. He's given Lynchburg a dozen in the game, 12-1, the Lynchburg lead. Back to the ground for another face-off here. I think it's Krause in again. We've seen Riley Frankel take some face-offs. Yeah, on all fours. Mikey Krause has got another one. Rugged. Just rugged there. Long pass to the back for Tyler Hadley. That's fun. Let's see. Is it Tyler Hadley? No. Goalie change. Andrew Miller's in. Andrew Miller's in and across midfield. Andrew Miller is in net now for Lynchburg. For the moment anyway. Miller had a little bit of a notion there. He went wandering through the defense. Nobody came to put pressure on him. 1:40 left to play in the half. 12-1 Lynchburg lead. In the offensive zone again. Home team. At X. Snake shot. Scooped it in there low. Little wraparound from behind the net from number 54, Henry Fowler. Freshman Fowler from Athens, Georgia has scored. Welcome to the party, Henry Fowler. Another one on the board for Lynchburg. 13-1. For the Hornets now. Let's tally them up for you, and we'll do this at halftime as well. But 13-1 here with 1:33 left to play in the second period. Mitchell with 1, Voigt with 1, Jake Rust 2, Liam Holman 1, Riley Hastings has a hat trick. Dylan Wolf has 2, Henry Fowler has 1, Charlie Evans 1, Cam Ash 1, and Jake Rust with just a 2. Thought Rust had 3 maybe. We'll confirm. We'll go back and look at the videotape again, the digital file, and make sure we've got all the goal scorers right. Team-wise for Lynchburg, 13 goals on 25 shots, 8 of them assisted. And Lynchburg has picked up 22 ground balls to Shenandoah's 15. Lynchburg has 12 face-off wins to just 4 for Shenandoah. Again, everything is going Lynchburg's way at the moment. 13-1 lead. Less than 90 to play in the first half, and Lynchburg's got it again, looking for more. Riley Hastings sizing up the defense. Passes back to Wolf. Now Hastings skipping around, lively. There was a shot that got partially deflected, knocked away into the sky. Charlie Evans was looking for number 2. And the fans shout out, "Come on, Hornets." But which Hornets? It's Shenandoah versus Lynchburg. And I always talk about the fun fact about Lynchburg. The original sports team nickname was the Parsons. Oh, Jake Rust got another. I'll just sneak this one by you. It was kind of an excuse me. Let me just slide this in the back of the net goal there. Jake Rust, so classy. He's got all the shots. He's got the big bazooka. He's got the howitzer. He's got the sneaky little stuff. Watch this. Good pass. Jake Rust working around. Yeah. Finds an angle between 2 defenders and an angle to the back of the cage. Jake Rust with another one. It's at least 3. It may be 4 for Jake Rust. Lynchburg 14-1. 14-1 the Lynchburg lead. Under 60 seconds left to play in half number 1. Jake Rust strikes again. Great setup there. Here's the scrap at the middle. Multiple flags fly out. Yeah, you love the physical play. You want your guys to play hard. I think the officials felt that crossed a line. We'll see what the call is and who it's against. That's the other thing. I mean, looked like all the guys that were in the mix for that little Royal Rumble brawl, they were given as good as they got. You shouldn't describe it that way. It's not too violent. Oh, and then you got the good sportsmanship there from Krause, and it looked like Dylan Pensick from Shenandoah there. Just 2 guys chatting it up, playing hard. Most of the good players want that. They want their opponent to bring their best. I'm going to give you my best, so you better give me yours, and it's a sign of mutual respect when you get the other guy's best, really. Good way to think about it anyway. So there's 48 seconds left to play in the half. Let's see. Yeah, it's a man-up advantage here for Shenandoah. Lynchburg 5 working in the defensive zone in front of Andrew Miller, who's in net. Tyler Hadley started the game, obviously. Maybe we shouldn't say obviously. Bounce pass. Number 16, Sidnor, got it back. Nice use of the turf there, though. Probably an underutilized play. There's a good look. Bounced off the side of the net, it looked like. That was Tyler Held. That was free, but couldn't connect. 10 seconds left to play. 14-1. Lynchburg with a great first half. We'll see if they get a late shot off or not. Looks like Coach Kudelka got the stop sign up. Lynchburg's going to head to the locker room up 13. 14-1. Lynchburg on top of Shenandoah. We've got one half in the books. We'll pause, catch our breath, get you some more statistics, and then get ready for the third period. It'll be on the way shortly on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network.
Be ready for anything, okay?
Come on, let's go together. Together, let's go. Come on. Let's go, keep going. There's the best of it.
Straight? Straight up, yep. Yeah.
Cool. Good one. All right, guys, you see the meat grinder down here? Stay in the boat. Let's go. Camera? Oh, what you think of that? Woo!
Get your career in the game by enrolling in the University of Lynchburg MBA program with an emphasis in sport management. This program opens the doors to new possibilities for a variety of careers, from being an athletic director or working in athletic administration to working for professional organizations, your favorite team, to running a local Parks and Rec department. And employers are increasingly requesting and preferring individuals who have postgraduate education, specifically looking for an MBA. And so the University of Lynchburg Sport Management concentration in the MBA program sets you up for success, and it sets you apart from the many other people looking for jobs in the industry. Learn from winners. Here you will learn from professors and mentors who have spent their careers doing exactly what you want to do. Increase your marketability in an $83 billion industry. If you have a 3.0 GPA, the GMAT is waived. There's no application fee, admissions occurs on a rolling basis, and our online program is ideal for working adults. When you enroll in this program, you enroll in the opportunity to learn from the best of the best. Your professors have a wealth of experience working in the sport industry that they share with you in the classroom setting. Get in the game by getting your MBA with a sport management concentration at the University of Lynchburg. Just you know, Hollywood, here I come. Hey, I meant, yeah.
The real Lindsay Piper's here.
Autographs there later.
Welcome to the Campus Recreational Department at the University of Lynchburg. We believe in a student-centered approach to recreation, making sure that all students have fun and engaging activities that promotes wellness, personal growth, and community building.
Our team works to provide a variety of recreation opportunities for all our undergrad and graduate students.
Let's take a look at the different areas of Campus Rec.
Campus Recreation covers all outdoor recreation. Our team offers dozens of trips per semester, maintains recreation facilities on campus, and offers outdoor certificates and leadership training.
Intramurals is open to all students who wants to play on a team. We have men's, women's, and co-ed leagues for each sport we offer.
Those looking for next level competition can join club sports. These are student-led organizations with the support of Campus Recreation. You can join one of our established club sports, or you can start your own with our support.
Campus Recreation offers an excellent amount of opportunities to stay active, make new friends, and develop new skills. We hope to see you soon.
Want to have some outdoor adventures while getting a degree at the same time? At the University of Lynchburg, we have an on-campus zip line and road course. Plus, we offer adventure trips that cost less than a cup of coffee. And did I mention our beautiful scenery? We're a university for students looking for something more than just books. Welcome to your new adventure experience.
Halftime here at Shenandoah Field on the campus of the University of Lynchburg. It's all Lynchburg at the moment, 14-1. Lynchburg has 9 different goal scorers. Let's run them down here. Riley Mitchell, 1. Grant Voigt, 1. Liam Holman, 1. Cam Ash has scored. Charlie Evans has scored. Henry Fowler has scored. Now the goal scorers with multiple include Dylan Wolf with 2. Riley Hastings has a hat trick. Jake Rust has a hat trick. Lynchburg really, again, no disrespect to Shenandoah, but Lynchburg is dominating things right now, and the stats all back that up. Lynchburg, 14 goals on 27 shots. Shenandoah has 1 goal on 10 shots. Lynchburg has won 23 ground balls. Shenandoah, 16. Lynchburg has won 12 of the face-offs, and the breakdown on that looks like, let's find it here for you on the live stats, which are always fun to follow along with. But the breakdown on the faceoffs, yes, Riley Frankel has won 5 for Lynchburg, 5 of 6. Michael Kraus is 7 for 11. Lynchburg just so solid. Steve Ulrichs has picked up 2 ground balls. Riley Frankel 3. Caused turnovers. Bunch of guys for Lynchburg have 1 there. No multiples in that category. Tyler Hadley was outstanding in goal for Lynchburg. He did yield the cage over to Andrew Miller. Miller has yet to make a save. Hadley officially with 3 saves. The save percentage is at 75%. The goal scorer for Shenandoah was Tyler Held. And just to dive a little deeper, here's something for you. Logan Klingerman, who is in his 6th season for Shenandoah. He's the conference leader right now in shots per game. He has not taken a shot. Lynchburg has basically eliminated him from the offensive attack. Klingerman in his career has over 200 points, 209 in fact. It's 138 goals and 71 assists for Logan Klingerman, but he has basically been non-existent thanks to Lynchburg's game plan and then the execution of that game plan. We'll talk more about it, and we'll get the second half underway next on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network. Lynchburg on top right now at the break, 14-1.
Lynchburg is all about you, your ideas, and your goals. We've got 1 professor for every 10 students, so you can get all the support you need. In the classroom, in the lab, or in nature, you'll learn by putting yourself out there, and we're right there with you.
the sun is setting, and the viewing is that much more enjoyable here at Shenandoah Field. Good crowd, as always, for Lynchburg Lacrosse. And I did mention a bit coming on, Lynchburg really looking forward to a long postseason run. It's not going to be easy. It never is. Coach Steve Kadelka with his high standard, he'll be expecting a long postseason run. And I think this team's playing its best lacrosse here right now. I know you got the loss to Washington and Lee on there. Lynchburg has won 7 of their last 8. They are 7-1 in the ODAC Conference. And Lynchburg averaging 14.6 goals per game, so one more and they're over that. We get the third period started. It'll be a Lynchburg possession as Cole Operandi will jog down behind the net here, and Lynchburg will look to set something up. Shenandoah, from their perspective, I mean, there's you got to play like it's a scoreless game. I know that's a cliche. I know that's another one that the coaches always say, but it's really the best way to tackle this right now. You're not going to have a 10-goal shot. I mean, you got to get them back one at a time. You got to play hard. Let it all hang out in the third quarter. See where you're at in the fourth. Kind of evaluate things there. But for Shenandoah, you've got to have a high standard as well. You got to hold yourself to that. And you'll want to see your team play hard. Tim Marshall in his 11th season in Winchester. You'll want to see that from his guys regardless of score. Let's continue to play hard. Let's get after it. Let's do the fundamentals. And we'll see where the game is at when it's all said and done. Lynchburg will turn that one over. Long pass downfield. Might get something going here for Shenandoah. Logan Klingerman tried to get a high pass from Tyler Held, but that was off the target, and it's scooped up by Andrew Miller. Yes, looks like Andrew Miller in the cage for Lynchburg. Start this game defensively. Still number 77, Mark Isabel, back there for Shenandoah. One of 3 goalies on the roster. Lynchburg calling out the play from the sideline. Sounded like the play was called Iowa. We got to learn what this play is. I guess we could just watch how this unfolds. Lynchburg ball on the attack. Moving around. Goal line extended left. Now to the X. Hopping around and dangerous. Pass in the middle. It's off target. Looked like it was Brody Mason passing to the middle. I believe he was looking for Caden Hinchy. Hinchy, a sophomore from Connecticut. So we got some new faces out there for Lynchburg. I shouldn't say new. These are all guys that have played quite a bit this season. But some of those names will tell you about possibly the game plan for this one going forward. Although, of course, we could still see those big guns and those multiple goal-scoring names. We could see them again at any point, obviously. And we'll keep an eye on that. Lynchburg on top, 14-1. A relatively casual start to quarter number 3 here. Shenandoah looking to get some traction, looking to get something positive going. They do have the 1 goal. Tyler Held. And some other things I think you can feel good about if you're Shenandoah, but just not enough of them. Mostly Lynchburg in this one. Good setup shot. Step down, Sam Poster ripping the net out for 1. So there you go. Something positive for Shenandoah. Goal number 2 of the game. 14-2. Sam Poster letting it fly. For Shenandoah, Sam Poster now has 12 goals on the season. 12 goals, 3 assists for Sam Poster. 14-2. And back to the standard, we talked about if you're Shenandoah, you have to continue to play this game hard. You have to pretend it's a 0-0 ball game, some of those cliches. If you're Lynchburg, same thought applies. You can't just take your foot off the gas. It's hard to do. You're human. You see the scoreboard. I think that's human nature in a lot of sports. You get a big lead, tend to let up just a little bit. And that's what you got those coaches, those great coaches like Steve Kudelka and his wonderful staff for, to try to keep you focused and remind you to play like it's a 0-0 game. Nice set up there. That was Charlie Evans. Got a good feed from Nathan Miller. And the shot ricocheted off to the left sideline. Lynchburg will reset. 60 on the clock. 11:20 left to play in the third period. Lynchburg leading 14-2. Wraparound stalled out. Then a good pass in front. Henry Fowler, I think, on the wraparound, really setting that up nicely. And then it was Nathan Miller, I thought, that got through the middle there. Tried a shot. Just over 11 to play in the third quarter. Things have slowed down a bit. And again, maybe the score line is mostly responsible for that. Lost footing behind the net there. Good defensive work with the long pole. They'll force a long pass. Who was that doing the dirty work down there? Look like number 17, Connor Hardlocker. Really nice defense. Still Shenandoah ball here. Chance for the visitors to possibly score their first consecutive goals today. 14-2 at the moment. Lynchburg on top by a dozen. Good shot. There we go. Back-to-back goals. This is number 9, Tyler Held, his second of the game. Beat Andrew Miller. This is Tyler Held. Watch it here. Nice job to understand the pressure and then get away from it to give yourself room to shoot. I think a lot of times young attackers, you just want to get into the shoulder of that defender and try to bulldoze through him or speed or dodge around him. That time Tyler Held felt the contact, stepped away from it. That gave him the freedom to get a shot off. Not always going to work like that. Again, those great offensive players, they've got a bag. They've got multiple resources they can go to. They've got moves 1 through however many, and that's what's so tough about this Lynchburg team. It's multiple players with multiple moves. They can do so many things. Here's Liam Holman. Holman has a goal. Heard the motion call from the sideline. Good dodge there. Caden Hinchy was sauntering in before he got stalled out. Now it's Hinchy looking around, directs traffic with the right hand. He'll jog his way behind the goal. Defender on him looks to be number 22, Ryan Thercorn. Hinchy on Thercorn. There's the pass up front. Nice setup here. Lynchburg will back it out. Holman looking to dive in, spins. Still with some freedom to move. 9:20 left to play. In the third, Lynchburg 14-2 advantage. Down to 20 left on the shot clock. Good spin there. Henry Fowler. Lynchburg player got dumped in the dirt in front of the goal. It'll be a turnover. That was Fowler actually that hit the deck. Charlie Evans was in the zip code. But all in all, it's good defensive work from Shenandoah that possession. Long pass from number 55, Aaron Coombs. Now Shenandoah across midfield. Working hard for it here as the sun is really setting and will be officially under the lights. Day game on Saturday. 2 p.m. start time for Lynchburg. And that one they host St. Mary for some senior day fun. We hope you can join us at Schellenberger or on the Lynchburg Hornets Sports Network. This is a great setup for Shenandoah. First save from Andrew Miller. Rebound and ricochet. Popped into the basket of a Shenandoah player. And then they stuck that in. 3 straight for Shenandoah. Let's figure out who this was. Big mass of bodies. There's the rebound. Yeah, nice little scoop and score on that play from number 33, Jet Hayes. Jet Hayes, good job right there. Low to the ground. Got the eye level down, got the hips down, good anticipation of the rebound. Doesn't always happen like that, but when it does, really paid off. Nose to the grindstone stuff for Jet Hayes. 5th goal of the season. This is only game 6 he's played in, though. So factor that in there. Scored 5 in 6 games. Solid work from Jet Hayes. And it's 3 in a row for Shenandoah. This is the momentum they were looking for, and this is This is what we said from the Shenandoah perspective. If you're Coach Tim Marshall, expect your team to play hard, throw some chips down the middle, and see what your stack looks like when you enter the fourth period. Maybe you can go all in there. Under 8 to play now in the third. 14-4. Lynchburg looking to get on the board for the first time in a while. Down to one knee to grab a cross-field pass. Now it's behind the net. There's a feed to Caden Hinchy on the move. Hinchy will back out. Now he'll start the attack. Tries to dodge by a defender. Short pass. Good accuracy, good pace on that. Didn't try to overdo it close range with too much velocity. Screen up top, trying to get downhill. Now it's Charlie Evans. He'll rifle one over left side. Good stick handling right here. Shenandoah defense. Not allowing many gaps right here. Good move, Brody Mason. Up top. Beat him again. Brody Mason with a goal. The freshman from Durham, North Carolina is on the board. 15-4. 15-4. Brody Mason in the books with goal number 5 this season. Brody Mason on the board. Believe he becomes the 10th Lynchburg Hornet to score. Again, great accuracy there. That's a skill set to get free, but then be able to shoot where you want. Don't just let it fly wildly. It's not a shotgun. It's a sniper rifle to the top left corner. Face-off win for Shenandoah. Number 4, Jason Forschetti came out of there. He's a senior from Frederick, Maryland. Things are getting better for Shenandoah here in the third period. And I don't think it's lack of effort from Lynchburg. Again, that's something that Steve Kudelka and his coaching staff isn't going to let happen. I mean, regardless of personnel, they're going to expect you to play at a high level when you put that Lynchburg uniform on. So let's give Shenandoah their share of credit. It's a 15-4 ball game at the moment. Clark Harity, number 5, had it for a moment. And it was Sam Poster who has a goal. Now it's Klingerman, Logan Klingerman. Still, I don't think he has a shot yet. ODAC leader in shots per game. I don't think he's taken one yet. No, Klingerman hasn't scored. He's 3rd in the conference in that category. Klingerman goals per game just under 3. Let's see if Shenandoah tries to get him going. I mean, Klingerman in his career, let me give you the numbers again, 138 goals and 71 assists. I mean, it's a resume that's got some weight to it. So the fact that he has been virtually non-existent tells you about Lynchburg's scouting report and the game plan and how they've executed that. Really good. 5:35 left to play in period 3. Lynchburg on top 15-4. Lynchburg has not been in the offensive zone a ton this third period. They are now. Speed shot that went wide. Almost sounded like it clipped something. Don't know if it was goalie Mark Isabel's stick, somebody else's, maybe a piece of the bar. Didn't have that metallic sound, though. 5:10 remains now in the third. Lynchburg, plenty of time. Just under 40 on the shot clock now. They'll work behind the net. Good passing again. Ball movement has been sharp. Man movement has been sharp for Lynchburg. That's a good move right there to drop a defender. Shot got deflected high and wide. Yeah, that's good footwork. When you force a defender to fall down, that always makes you feel good. It's number 58, Andrew Beal, it looked like, freshman from Pasadena, Maryland. Doing the good stuff. Doing the saucy stuff. Moving around. It's a ground ball that Lynchburg will pick up. Not yet. Yeah, Shenandoah ball. Good fight right there. That was number 10, Jonathan Hammond. Credit probably for a cause turnover in addition to scooping up the ground ball, but Lynchburg's got it back. 4.5 to play in the third now. It is a 15-4 Lynchburg lead. Looks like some of the quote-unquote starters are on the sideline maybe for Lynchburg to get some activity late in the third. Might see something from some of those guys to start the fourth period. Sometimes coaches will do that. Give you a little 3-4 minute sequence to score some more goals before you yield the minutes to somebody else. We'll find out. Back to this Lynchburg team, so deep, so capable, so many guys. It's a big roster. Lynchburg has 7 that are listed as fifth years or grad students. Lynchburg has 8 seniors, 10 juniors. So think about that. That's 25 quote-unquote upperclassmen right there. Hold that thought. Long pole goal coming. Bradley Holt, the long stick midi, has struck. Just kind of came waltzing right down Main Street here. Maybe a little bit of a letdown from Lynchburg defensively. Whoa. Yeah. Bradley Holt cranking from midfield, center of the field anyway. Not exactly midfield. He was in the offensive zone. Bradley Holt has now scored 4 times this season. Bradley Holt, the long stick midi, has found the back of the net. 15-5, Lynchburg by 10. 3:30 left to play. Face-off win. Another attempt at a face-off goal. Won't happen here, though. Good save by Mark Isabel, who's still in there for Shenandoah. Back to Lynchburg, the roster construction. We might have to hold the thought again. That was big man Dylan Pensick coming down, threatening. Now Shenandoah will set up a more traditional offensive attack. Number 19, Brian Berryhill, will hustle on to get the ball. There goes number 33, Jet Hayes again. We saw Jet Hayes score once in this third period. There's Klingerman. One bounce to a buddy. Right goal line extended. Turning the corner, still trying to see the number. That was number 9, Tyler Held. Screen behind the net. That's Klingerman bouncing around. I mean, you can see his athleticism. You just watch the way Logan Klingerman moves. I mean, you get it. Lynchburg's game plan has just been that good. Klingerman has it now. He's active. Wrap around, fired, save. Ball still loose. Nice pick up there on the bounce. That is number 17, Connor Harlocker. Good stuff. Active hands there. Picked up a bouncing ball on the rebound. As the lights come on the far side there. It's fun. Lynchburg, the roster construction. It's Grant Voigt slowing down to first or second gear. So it's 25 upperclassmen. Breakdown again. 7 that are listed as grad students or fifth years. 8 seniors, 10 juniors. And then the underclassmen. Check this out. 16 sophomore, 17 first years for Lynchburg. So you're going to have so much talent coming back. All those goal scorers were back this year. There's a shot that did hit the post. You can hear that. Lynchburg still has it. Number 23, Caden Hinchy. He'll work hard. Now snaps one to the middle. That was Liam Holman. Holman down left side. Go back to Holman. He'll work around the screen. Holman will back away now, let the rest of the team get set up. 1:20 left to play in the third period. Good stick handling. Kind of a jump shot there from Holman. Blocked. 1:10 remains in the period. 15-5, Lynchburg by 10. Fresh faces coming in. Will Hicks for Lynchburg, hustling on. Will Hicks is in there. Was a tight window pass to begin with for Shenandoah. They didn't have numbers. A trio of Lynchburg defenders was surrounding the ball there, and that paid off for Lynchburg. Brody Mason coming to get back in the attack. Mason has it now. Cam Ash off the sideline. Ash will pick it up. Third gear down the right seam, now behind the net. Lynchburg, 35 to play in the period, looking to score here. Shot deflected. This ball's loose, bounces high up in the air. Must have been 20 feet in the air there. Lynchburg will take control again. Shot clock insignificant. There's 40 on that. There's 19 on the game clock now. Sprinting in, then changing direction. Lynchburg, right side, slight mishandle. Ball's free. Shenandoah's going to win this. Shenandoah's Josh Boonshaft gets it back. Down to 5 seconds in the quarter. Here comes a long pass from Mark Isabel. Heck, it may have been a shot there as the buzzer was about to sound. Better quarter for Shenandoah, but Lynchburg still leads by 10. Lakeside Drive, Hornets on top, 15-5 as we head to period number 4.
being a part of the different activities and organizations that I've been a part of, I'm actually able to see myself where I'm like, hey, I actually can make a change. I'm one person that can make a difference.
Division III has helped me to develop teamwork skills, critical thinking skills, time management skills.
It's not just about basketball, or it's not just about school, it's about developing yourself as a person altogether.
Football has taught me a lot throughout my life. It's definitely had a huge imprint on who I am as a person. Competing at a Division III level created that opportunity for me to go to college. Not only was I the first one in my family to graduate college, but I was really the first one to even go. Being the first one, I'm breaking that cycle, and now that I've graduated, I'm not sure what's the next step, but I know I have a lot of doors open. And a lot of those are open because I played football and ran track here at Otterbein.
After 3 quarters, the Lynchburg Hornets lead the Shenandoah Hornets 15-5. Better third period for the visitors from Winchester, though. Shenandoah actually wins the quarter 4-1. Lynchburg led 14-1 at the halftime break. Goal scorers for Shenandoah. Tyler Held has 2, Sam Poster 1, and Holt. It was the long stick midi, Bradley Holt, with an exciting goal in there. Oh, Jet Hayes has a goal as well. Picked that up for Shenandoah in the third. Lynchburg still leading by 10. Coach Steve Kadelka won't be in love with the third period. We'll see how personnel looks here in period 4 for both squads. It is a Shenandoah possession to open up here to begin period number 4. Lynchburg looking for win number 11 on the season. Lynchburg Hornets are 4-1 here at Shelley. They've won 4 in a row, and Lynchburg has won 7 out of their last 8. So they're looking to improve on all of those numbers. Final ODAC regular season game for Lynchburg. They've got one more home game Saturday, hosting St. Mary's in a non-conference affair. 2 p.m. start time, 2 p.m. face-off. And, of course, we'll bring it to you here on LHSN. We got people tuning in from all over in this one. And they're watching in Texas. They're watching in Navasota, Texas, of all places. Kind of in between Houston and Dallas, if you look at a map. We are here in Central Virginia. It is a great night, perfect spring night to enjoy a ball game. And Lynchburg fans are enjoying this one a bit more with the 15-5 advantage. Back to the nicknames. The original Lynchburg sports nickname was the Parsons. The first teams here on campus were known as the Parsons. So we got to break that back out when Lynchburg plays Shenandoah, because both teams now use the Hornets moniker. So you need a second nickname to go to as a broadcaster. Aiden Olmstead in the game for Lynchburg. Had the ball there, now passes down the right sideline. It's behind the net. Lynchburg possession here with 35 on the shot clock. Ryan Hildebrand moving around. Look to slide into maybe a shot. It's back to Olmstead. But apparently the story, the history is that there was an infestation of hornets on campus. So that's why they changed the name. It wasn't just that they thought the Hornets was a clever, stinging animal and a fearsome mascot. It was actually that there were hornets on campus. So they said, let's go by that nickname. And that's all part of the fun history here at the University of Lynchburg. There is such a vast history. It's always nice for the curious minded to dive into the history books and check out some of that stuff. Shot clock was running down there, so Aiden Olmstead just ejected that one deep. So Lynchburg could get the D set up. And then check a box there for Shenandoah again. Pretty good defensive stand. 15-5, Lynchburg by 10. Barring an outstanding comeback, Shenandoah is going to fall to 9-7 on the season. 5-3 in the ODAC. Unless, again, there's a big comeback. And if there is, you'll be so intrigued watching that you'll forget what I said there about potential comebacks. Looks like Lynchburg is on to their third goalie of the afternoon. Let's see. Let's find it here for you. Get back to it in a second. Tyler Hadley started, of course. Andrew Miller came in, played much of that third period, although Miller was in there some for the second quarter. I believe it's Chase Wesley in goal now. Let's double check it for you. Shot attempt, good save there in front of the Shenandoah cage. I believe it's still their starter, number 77, Mark Isabel. Yeah, I think he's played all the minutes in goal tonight for Shenandoah. I was very complimentary of his play early. I thought he was outstanding, but Lynchburg they were at the doorstep too much. Speaking of the doorstep, here you go, knocking on it and then kicking it in. A Shenandoah goal comes from number 1, Matt Daniel. Matt Daniel, a senior from Sykesville, Maryland, scores. And now Shenandoah has cut the deficit to single digits. That is number 1, Matt Daniel's 25th goal of the season. So interesting statistical note here, and back to how good Lynchburg's defense has been. Matt Daniels, the second leading goal scorer for Shenandoah. I think that's his first shot. It's definitely his first goal. And the leading goal scorer and leading shot taker, Logan Klingerman, has yet to pull the trigger in this one. How about this? That's some audacious passing there for Lynchburg to go back to the goalie Wesley in really what was a tight window. Shenandoah defense was swarming. Wesley ran out of there and made a good pass, and then he'll get back between the pipes in a more comfortable position for a netminder. Here's Lynchburg in the offensive zone. Hornets lead by 9. First time since the first half we've been able to say it's a single-digit Lynchburg lead. Shenandoah keeps pecking away at it. It's exactly what we said you had to do. See if Lynchburg can get one here. Get the cushion back. Ooh, big load up and a swing from Cam Ash. Deflected out of play. Shenandoah ball. Shenandoah fans always seem to travel well. All their teams. Shenandoah gets great support athletically. They hit the road to watch their squads. Really adds to the vibe, to the environment. Makes it feel like it's a competitive, fun game. And it is. Just a 9-goal Lynchburg lead right now. Shenandoah scores again. I wonder if you'd see a Steve Kudelka timeout. Sometimes you like to let your team just kind of self-organize, figure it out yourself, right the ship without the skipper having to take controls. But Steve Kudelka, you never know. Maybe another goal or two here. Certainly might see some personnel changes. Again, not that these guys from Lynchburg are less than capable. They've got talent. They've got skills. Here's Matt Daniel. He looks dangerous again. Working left. Now back to the right. Another rip. That was high velocity. Went wide left. And out of play. He hit the deck after the shot. Good pressuring defense there from Lynchburg. Luke Thompson maybe on that one with the coverage. And I go back to, that was Matt Daniel. Tried the behind the back. It's probably the only look he had. He'll recapture. Looks to score again. Went low that time. Blocked away. Scrambled for it behind there. Wesley's going to have to get back in goal. He does. This is Logan Klingerman, who's getting banged on by the stick there. Oh, and it's a timeout. Shenandoah's going to take the timeout. Said Lynchburg might be thinking about one. Instead, it's the other Hornets squad. The visitors from Winchester will take a break. We'll pause for just a moment. It's a 15-6 Lynchburg lead on LHSN.
College has given me the flexibility to pursue my passions and my interests, and I've recreated my identity for myself aside from just being an athlete.
My greatest personal discovery has been that I am capable of doing things that I didn't know I was capable of doing.
To be able to study what I wanted to and continue to play the sport I love, all of those things came together very nicely in one package in Division III.
Kyle Haney hanging out with you on this Wednesday night. So much fun to share a lacrosse game with you. 15-6, Lynchburg leading. Shenandoah took a timeout. Our LHSN team is top tier, as always. My great friends, names like Henry Walls, Kyle Ayers, Evan Gavin, Sophie Merritt in the house. Big Matty J double duty day for Matty J. He was on fire with the visuals at the baseball game at Fox Field. He caught stuff that even the broadcasters were missing. Thank goodness we had Matt Johnson there. I don't think the long reach really helps him as a cameraman, but it's still fun to watch Matty J out there in the basketball court. What about that senior day where Matt Johnson fired the three-pointer in? Back to lacrosse as Lynchburg leads 15-6. Of course, we've got the Director of Athletic Communications, Tim LaDuca, in the press box. Director of Digital Media, Sam Rice. So nice you have to say it twice, Sam Rice. And I'll actually be on the reins Saturday for the St. Mary game as well, so hopefully I can improve on the broadcasting. Sam Graham, he sets a high bar. These lacrosse games, fans. I know you have been loving Sam Graham if you have been watching any games this season. He's so knowledgeable, too, about the game. And he's got the inside stuff, too, just because of his connection with the team and the guys. He can really provide some great insights there. And I do plan on going back the next 2 days and watching all of his broadcasts and stealing everything from Sam Graham, all those insights. So if you've heard him once, you're going to hear him again because I'm going to steal them. The good ones borrow, the great ones steal. That's the phrase I like to use. A little jump shot attempt that was blocked away by Mark Isabel. Good job. Isabel, again, I can't say enough about his game. I know he's let in 15. Believe he's been in there for all 15 Lynchburg goals, but I think the goalie for Shenandoah deserves high praise. Probably weird to say that when you've given up 15 goals, but he's done some really good things as well. Seems to have great feel back there. It's one of those things I talk about with Tyler Hadley. Just great feel for the game in addition to all the other skills. Understands what the offense wants to do. Takes that away. Understands their second option, those kinds of things. That's what they talk about in basketball. You have to defend the second and third actions because you scouted a team. You know what they want to run. So once you take that away, how do you defend the second and third play after that? Tyler Hadley does that really well. And the defenders he has in front of him really help too. Guys I always talk about, Darren Palma, Dom Zingo, Henry Merendon. There's more than that, though. More than that for sure. That's a really good move there by number 9, Tyler Held. He's got a hat trick. Watch him kind of spin in, drop the shoulders, and then go back over the top. This is good right here. You look at that. Got low, then shot it right over the shoulder. Right over the stick and helmet of Thaddeus Highland, a freshman who was in there for Lynchburg. Highland looked to be in pretty good position, but again, I mentioned this earlier, he makes contact and he gets enough separation to pull the trigger on that shot. That's just really good offensive skill. 15-7. I mean, we've got 6 minutes left. Again, I think it's pretty improbable for Shenandoah, but you got to like the fight. And we knew they were going to play hard. Coach Tim Marshall in his 11th season, he expects that from his squad. Coach Steve Kudelka knew Shenandoah was going to keep playing hard. I'm sure he told his guys that. Just wonder what kind of taste this leaves on the dessert cake for Lynchburg. Again, assuming they get a win here. Assuming they get a win, how does Lynchburg feel about this second half? How do you handle that in the locker room if you're Coach Steve Kudelka? I think those master coaches, look out, there's another one. We might be just, I don't know. Tyler Held again, by the way. Held is heating up. Should be 4 for him today. And that's just too much space. That time he put the foot on the accelerator and ran past Thaddeus Highland for back-to-back goals for Held, 15-8. Lynchburg still leading by 7. There's 5:37 left to play in the fourth. But the thing I love about Coach K, who's in his 28th season, by the way, he is one of those master coaches, and he's thinking about that right now, about what's the message in the locker room. Because you want your team to feel good about the win. You want your team to feel great about that first half. I think Lynchburg executed maybe not 100%, but probably up over 95%. So you want your team to feel good about that, but you also have to send the message that, hey, the second half was not the standard we want, guys. And sometimes maybe the message should be a little bit edgy, have a sharp edge. Maybe you don't want to call guys out individually, but who knows? That's, again, back to those master coaches. They figure out what works. They know how each guy is motivated. They know their team. Not everybody is motivated by the same things. And Coach K understands that. Some of those great coaches, it's actually maybe in the subconscious level they understand those things. Maybe they're not even totally aware of how they change the message from player to player, team to team. Here goes Lynchburg on the attack. They can get a goal score here. Physical defense. Look like number 19, Brian Berryhill. He was whacking away. The other fun thing about lacrosse, among other things, is you can get physical. Love those sports where not only are you allowed to be rough, it's encouraged. Other sports, they take that away from you. Lynchburg trying to get back on the board. Not scored in a while. Lynchburg just won in the second half. It's a 14-1 lead for Lynchburg at halftime. Looked like it disturbed the net. Did not go in. Lynchburg's going to maintain the possession, though, as that ball caromed all the way out here to midfield. Colby Haug dodging around. And the shot went wide from Haug. Lynchburg retains the possession. Still 50 on the shot clock. Job to lean in there and get inside. And that's Mark Isabel again. Security system there after the rest of the inner defenses were breached. Mark Isabel standing up at the last minute, last instance. Number 24, Caleb Kelly. Long pole in the offensive attack briefly. He'll offload and then get off the field. 3:28 left to play. And now as time continues to wane, you do feel more confident about a Lynchburg victory. Flags are going to fly out, though. And I believe this is going against Lynchburg. See how it wouldn't. We'll see what happens officially here. You can be your own referee thanks to another great replay from LHSN. It was Dylan Fouty who hit the ground there. First year from Bel Air, Maryland. Dylan Fouty, 5'10" attacker. Found himself sprawled out on the Schellenberger turf. New turf here at Shelley. Put in over the winter break. Remember, we had a basketball game going on while they were out there laying the turf down. That was fun. And so now at the end of a season, basically, I mean, is it new anymore? I don't know. I guess it's still new until next season. 3:15 left to play in the ball game. Lynchburg does look like they're going to get win number 11 on the season. It'll be 5 in a row. Lynchburg will move to 5-1 at home. Another goal first from Shenandoah before Lynchburg gets there. That was Logan Klingerman. Klingerman finally got one. So the top 2 goal scorers for Shenandoah were shut out for about 2/3 of this game, but now they're each on the board with one. That was Logan Klingerman with a goal. It was Matt Daniel earlier. Klingerman's got 41 this season. Daniel has 25. Klingerman in the career now, 139. 139. He's in his 6th season. Again, back to the COVID situation. Spring athletes have gotten the option of additional years, and many have taken advantage of that. So many of our career record holders now are guys that have played 5 and 6 years. Again, there's another one of those audacious, dangerous passes, and it leads to a Shenandoah goal. That's one that Coach Steve Kudelka's not going to like. Some of the other things I tried to phrase them as, maybe Coach K will be okay with that, maybe not. Not this one. This was a pass back to the goalie in a dangerous situation, and number 3, Dylan Foudy, picks it up and just deposits one more in the back of the net. Now all of a sudden it's just a 5-goal Lynchburg lead. I keep saying Shenandoah is running out of time and that they're out of time and Lynchburg is going to win. One more Shenandoah goal and I'm going to change that thought. Shenandoah will need to get it quick. A face-off win will help. Here we go. And in the end, again, it might just leave a bitter taste on what was a really delicious dish in the first half for Lynchburg. They led half number 1 14-1. But that means they're getting outscored 9-1 in quarters 3 and 4. Full credit to Shenandoah, and I think they deserve it. But this will be a bitter taste on the end of this for Lynchburg. Maybe in the end you can flush it, let it go. Just hurt some of the goal scoring numbers and those sorts of things, the goals against, all that stuff statistically. But if it does end up being a win, you take something positive away from that. You have to. Every win is a good win. In the ODAC especially, every win is a good win. And you only get 17 regular season games, so yeah, anytime you can get a victory, you're going to take something positive away from that. 4 fresh reinforcements running on for Lynchburg. Will Shimmer, Sam Steele. Looked like it was also Kyler Mahoney back out there. One more in the mix. Here comes number 57, Tucker Olmert. A lot of first years in this new squadron that hustles on for Lynchburg. 2:09 left to play in the ball game. 15-10. Still feels like it's going to be a Lynchburg win. Maybe you throw out the stranger things have happened phrase at this point. As in, stranger comebacks have happened maybe for Shenandoah. They got to get them fast and furious, of course. But Shenandoah leading this second half 9-1. Lynchburg scrambling around, but they'll yield another. Logan Klingerman heating up. 2 goals now. 15-11. Lynchburg only leads by 4. 149. Logan Klingerman with his second one. I think he's only taken 2 shots. So the stat I was giving you coming into the game and reminding you all game was that Logan Klingerman leads the Old Dominion Athletic Conference in shots per game. I think he's only taken 2, but he scored twice. So high efficiency there in this game. And still worth noting, you got to give Lynchburg's defense a lot of credit for limiting him, basically shutting him down in the first half. All right, here's a face-off win for Lynchburg. This will take some air out of the Shenandoah comeback, but an errant pass will give wind back in the sails to Shenandoah. Aiden Olmstead hustling back on for Lynchburg. Shenandoah is going to need 4 in the next 140, but gosh, I wouldn't put it past them completely. Long pass from the goalie up the left sideline. Here goes Shenandoah on the attack again. Can't be real choosy. It was a quick pull into possession from Josh Boonshaft. Probably what his team needed, but the ripper was off the mark. Lynchburg is on to their 4th goalie. That's Eric Allen. Eric Allen kind of side questing through the defense there. That might be dangerous given the circumstances right now, but it is a clear for Lynchburg. They're in the offensive zone. We're at 60 seconds left to play, and it's starting to feel more comfortable again, and you can say Lynchburg probably is going to get win number 11. Now it would be one of the bigger comebacks, if ever. I mean, Shenandoah actually looks like they're kind of white flagging it here. No real pressure at the moment. Down to 42 seconds. So, yeah, Shenandoah is not going to have enough time at this point. But interesting that this game got close enough to where it just was not a sure thing until finally down to the end here. 30 seconds left to play in the game. Shenandoah has basically conceded at this point, but they had a lot of fight in the second half. 10-1 second half for the Shenandoah Hornets. The Lynchburg Hornets will win the game, though. Shot clock's going to run out. Lynchburg's going to get another turnover, it looks like, statistically. And this game, which featured so much great action, is going to come to a close with basically Shenandoah maybe getting a desperation shot off. Taken away there by the Lynchburg fourth netminder, Ethan Carr. Oh, no, excuse me, that was Eric Allen. I beg your pardon. He'll get the final possession there, and that's how the game will end. 15-11, a great first half for Lynchburg. They hold on and do enough in periods 3 and 4 to get win number 11 on the season. Lynchburg does improve to 11-5. They're 8-1 in ODAC play. More numbers that look good for Lynchburg. 5-1 on the home turf here at Shelley, and it's 5 wins in a row now for Lynchburg. Shenandoah, they'll move to 9-7 on the season, 5-3 in ODAC play. Shenandoah had won 3 out of their last 4. That gets a little stalled out. Goal scorers for Shenandoah. Logan Klingerman did get 2. Matt Daniel 1. Foudy 1. Tyler Held leads Shenandoah with 4. Poster and Holt also scored. So did Jet Hayes. Let's shift it over to Lynchburg. Some stats for them. Jake Rust, a hat trick. Riley Hastings, a hat trick. Dylan Wolf, I believe, was the only other with 2 goals. And then here you go, single goals for Charlie Evans. Number 54, Henry Fowler, found the back of the net. So did Brody Mason. It was a goal from Liam Holman, 1 from Grant Voigt, and 1 from Riley Mitchell. Tyler Hadley was outstanding in goal for Lynchburg. He let in 1 in the first half there. Rock solid other than that. Lynchburg statistically, it was 15 goals on 41 shots. 37 ground balls to just 29 for Shenandoah. Lynchburg 20 of 22 in the clears. It's been a point of emphasis all season. Lynchburg won the face-off battle 19-10, and Lynchburg wins the game 15-11. The big number on the scoreboard, 15-11. Lynchburg gets win number 11 on the season, and they move to 8-1 in conference play. Congrats to Coach Steve Kadelka and his wonderful coaching staff. We'll talk to you again Saturday, Senior Day fun against St. Mary. And that game begins at 2 p.m., so we'll jump on the LHSN broadcast around 1:55 or so. Can't wait to talk to you then, Lacrosse fans. Kyle Haney saying good night, go Hornets. Lynchburg wins it 15-11 over Shenandoah.